Hey guys, welcome back to Maxie's Kitchen, or welcome to Maxie's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making meatballs and marinara sauce. Now this was absolutely delicious and I had it with some pasta. It tasted so good. I can't wait to teach you, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. So here's a list of ingredients that you need to make this yummy meatball sauce and the meatballs. So let's get to it. So first you want to add your milk to your panko breadcrumbs. To your breadcrumbs, I use panko breadcrumbs because I like the results more than just regular breadcrumbs. But if you have regular breadcrumbs, please just use that. And then you want to set that aside. Now I used both pork and beef mince, but if you don't eat pork, please just use beef mince and you're still going to get awesome results. A list of all these spices in the description, not in the description box but at the start of this video, but I want you to just eyeball everything, okay? So season to your taste, and then you can go ahead with adding the soaked breadcrumbs and just the yolk of the egg. So you don't want to use the whole egg or else it's going to get too soft and you won't be able to keep them in bowls. Okay guys, so I forgot to add lemon zest to my mixture, but please add it if you remember or if you have. If you don't, please don't worry about it, it'll still taste good. So I'm molding the meat mixture now into meatballs, into little meatballs, and you don't have to do this with two hands. I just did it with one hand. So yes, you just want to mold everything and then lay it out on a tray lined with parchment paper. We got about 21 meatballs and we're going to start frying it. So I added some olive oil to a pan. Now you don't need a lot of oil. If you don't have olive oil, please feel free to use vegetable oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, any type of oil that you like. So I fried them on both sides, took them out of the pan, put them in this bowl. With the juices as well, so it's going to release some juices and we're going to use that for the sauce. So we're going to add the rest of our onions, garlic, and we're going to fry that for some time and then continue. Okay, so please make sure you're using dry wine for this. Don't use any type of sweet wine for this. And deglazing is basically a method that requires you to scrape all the flavors at the bottom of the pan so that you can get all of that into what you're making. So that's exactly what I'm doing at this point in time. If you don't have red wine, you can just skip this step or just maybe use a bit of water to deglaze before you add your chopped tomatoes. So I left the stew to cook or the marinara sauce to cook for about 5 minutes. I covered it before I opened it and added my spices. I added mixed herbs, chili flakes, black pepper, salt, and sugar. Sugar is important because it helps to balance out the acidity in the tomatoes. Now you don't want to overcook this sauce because we're not trying to make typical like fried Ghanaian stew. So try and avoid using like a lot of water in the stew as much as possible. Even though I rinsed the tomato can with water, I didn't add a lot of water. So I added in my meatballs and all of the juices, and I made it cook for some extra time. You just want to make sure that you've had enough water evaporate from the stew, and then your sauce is ready. I think I took mine off heat a little bit earlier than I was supposed to, but it was still fine. Just make sure you cook it till it's done. And there you go. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope you try it. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share my videos. Love you, and I'll see you in my next video.